Hello.
Hi.
We're here to share our journey with you.
We're going to bring you a series of short videos telling our story from how we both started in music to how we are now sitting here on your YouTube screen. Computer screen? Computer screen.
So, Christopher is going to start us off and tell us about how he got started in music.
How I got started in music.
As a wee child.
As a wee lad. Anyway, how I got started in music. I grew up watching TV and movies and music videos. I grew up in the era of MTV when it was just actually music videos. So I noticed that these people had a lot of influence and that what they said people listened to. And I wanted to be able to do that because I thought that I could make things better. Growing up, I used to sing along with the radio. I would mimic sounds, and I listened to a lot of different music. My dad listened to Journey, and he listened to NWA. So I had like a large, a Queen and Eazy-E, different things. And even like my grandparents, they would listen to older stuff. I know who Richie Valens is and Chubby Checker, those kind of things I learned. But I would sing along to lots of different things, even mimic guitar solos in the songs. When we were growing up, my brother and one of our friends were like, we're going to start a band. We're going to be like a 3-piece band. There's a bass, guitar, and drums. And Chris, you're going to sing because...
Just because.
But we never had instruments for a long time until one Christmas, my brother and he got a drum set and I got a bass. Well, self-taught pretty much up until I went to school for it. And then we started joining bands. We started joining bands or trying to create our own band all through high school. And I was in a band. So we put on shows like at my house, in my backyard, in my garage. And we played a couple of venues locally in Madera. We had like a little following and stuff. We even recorded like a little demo in my living room. Sold that at school for $3. Didn't really grow out of it, but my musical preference and style changed, and I wasn't really part of the band anymore. I then started just working and going to school. Eventually, I got laid off because of the recession. So then I ended up thinking, well, I'm gonna do this music thing. I looked at Musicians Institute. I also looked at Berklee College in Boston, but I was like, that's really far. I visited LA, and then I chickened out a couple years later, revisited the idea, and decided I'm going to go do this music school thing. I need to be surrounded by other musicians, and I need to pay a price for it in order for me to actually give myself to it. Moved down to LA, lived in Hollywood, and went to MI, Musicians Institute. I went for electric bass. I learned upright bass. I also switched into a program halfway through called Independent Artist Program. It gives you a music business background, an idea of how to do it yourself, DIY, because that's how it happens in the music industry now. So that's kind of how I ended up at this point here, doing this video thing.
We hope you enjoyed Christopher's story.
We'll be back with a little more in-depth stuff in between that time period, between me starting and where we are now in our living room, recording.
In front of you.